Hi everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. So this video is going to be a little different. I don't have any pets out for it because I need them. I've got stuff for a bunch of different pets, so I don't want their smells commingling. But we are in front of the Christmas tree, and I wanted to, before I put them up in the cages and before some of them got wrecked, I thought I would show you some of the Christmas ornaments that I made for the pets. I made something for everybody. Some pets are getting a little more than others simply out of either safety or, well, the pigs can have stuff that they can't eat because I can just put it slightly out of reach and they won't touch it. Whereas Merlin and Gus and Evie destroy everything, so. But I have other things that I've bought for their cages, but I thought I'd just show you some of the stuff that I've made. There are two things that I have not finished yet that I'll show you it in an addition on this video, but I thought I'd do this now. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so to start off, this is the tree that the girls are going to have in their cage. There's going to be some decorations hanging off of it, but I want to save some of that as a surprise for their cage tour. This is just a cutout wood tree from Michaels that I painted with water and food coloring. Not very exciting, but it took a really long time to paint because getting the right consistency and getting it to not just get soaked up into the wood was actually a huge pain in the butt. But I just thought I would try my hand at, I have no access to soy paint at all, which is really frustrating me. That's something that I'm trying to find desperately. But for now I painted everything with food coloring. So that's the girls' tree. I'll try and show you everything, the decorations for the girls' cage all at once. So that way you can get an idea for a theme, or at least the decorations I made. I'm not gonna show you the stuff I bought quite yet. So these are just wooden ornaments that you can get at Michael's, and I just colored them with food coloring and water. So this is a star, and then this is a snowflake that I did a lighter blue. I'm assuming by the colors you guys can guess the main colors that their cage is going to be. Then I also made, let me just move this stuff out of the way. I made these three Jingle Ball wreaths. So this one's made out of really tiny ones, and it's got little beads and sisal as a bow. That's going to be in the boys' cage. This one is going to be outside of Gus's cage. And this one's going to be in the girls' cage. This one's got a couple of different bells on it. They all have sisal, even though they'll just get the sisal after Christmas. And then for the edible wreaths, I made this one, that one, and this one. So this one I think turned out the best, but this one's just made out of wooden. These ones are just made out of two wooden dowels, mini willow balls. Why was that not focusing? Oh dear, what's going on? Okay, and then red wooden balls here, and then it's tied together with coconut rope. This one's the same, just the opposite colors, and then this one's made out of Busy Bunny mini wreath and sisal string and just little red berries look like holly. And then I made this tree. This looks really basic, but it works. It's going to be for Merlin, so it's got to be 100% edible. So it's made out of two of these little willow flowers, and then green sisal string, and then a yellow willow ball on top. And then for around the tree, I made these little presents. They're just out of the name blocks because, like I said, everything that goes in his cage has to be 100% safe. So I made him presents to go under it because why not? And then for the boys, I'll just move this stuff. I made more than I thought I did. Then the next set of things that I made, these I'm really excited about. These are like pine cone Christmas trees. So they've got sisal or dyed coconut rope. That's coconut rope that I food colored and then dried. But then I've got green and a mix of, yeah, the green wooden balls and then yellow ones on top for like the star. So these are for Merlin, the girls, and the boys. And then I made these ornaments for the boys' cage. Let me just move this out of the way. These ones didn't turn out quite as well, but whatever. So I made this one. Again, you can probably guess the color themes, but... And then last but not least for the boys' cage, this one I have to finish setting up. I have to get this to stick on it first somehow, but for right now it works. So it's, it does stay but it's on a blanket, so it doesn't. This is just a wooden tree that I painted, and then I made a like falling garland for it with sisal rope and wooden balls. But yeah, there are a couple other things that I'll show you later. I want to keep some of it a surprise for their cage tour. But that's like the homemade stuff that I did for the pets. All of it's, you know, safe, which is good. If you guys have any questions about how I made any of the stuff, let me know. If you make them yourself, let me know, because I would love to see them. I put probably 5 or 6 hours into all this stuff, so, you know, I'm pretty pleased with it. But yeah, that's their homemade Christmas ornaments for the Christmas cage. Anyways, we'll see you all real soon. Happy holidays. Bye.